Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Gabe with Indigo Software, genuine Microsoft software for less. So in today's video, we're going to show you guys what's new in Office 2021 Professional Plus. Now, if you'd like to pick up a copy of Office, check out Indigo Software. All the links will be in the description. You can save on your purchase. So without further ado, let's begin today's video. So we're on the MacBook today and we're going to start with Microsoft Word. So right off the bat, one of the new features we have is share. So we can share this document using the OneDrive cloud. So we'll press share and I can send an invitation link that will let other people work on this document. So if I click this little arrow, we're going to press OK here and we'll type in an email address and you can include a short description or message. And then down here you see a little check mark. If I uncheck this, they can only view the document, but if I leave it checked, which is the default, then they can edit the document. And all I would do is press share, and from their end, they would be able to go in and edit this document. Now you may have already noticed we also have a visual refresh. So it's just even more clean, sleek, and ergonomic than it was in the past. And it overall looks and flows really well. Now another thing that's super useful is the accessibility feature that we now have. So we're heading over to the review tab and I can press on check accessibility. I can also see it down here way at the bottom, accessibility, investigate. So that's going to tell me whether or not I should even do this. So if we click on it, it's going to show us a list of things that we should investigate and see if we can fix. Now aesthetically, you might notice that this looks very dark. That's because we have a dark mode option now. So if I go to Word at the top here and select preferences, and right here under personalize, we have dark mode, so we can turn this off, or we can leave it on with a white page. So there's a couple options for you there. Now we're gonna head on over to insert, the tab here. And if I click this little drop down menu on pictures, we can now choose from stock images. So this can really speed up your workflow and you might find this very useful. And we also have improved search. So on Mac, we'll go up to the top and we'll select help. And you can search for any tool that you're not really sure where it is. So I could search ruler and it's going to show me right here where the ruler is. And also I can remember it for next time. Now in the next tab over, draw, we have some new options here. So we've got different pens and highlighters that we can choose from. So definitely check that out. Now if you want to save your document, we have a new format. So I'll head to File and Save a Copy. And you can rename your file and select where you want to save it to. But if I enter File Format, you can see way at the bottom we have Open Document, which is ODT. So that's a new feature in Word. Now I'm gonna go back to the Insert tab and I'm just gonna delete this and we're gonna reinsert that shape. So drop down on shapes and we'll go with a square. And then I'm just gonna draw it out. And there's some new ways that you can edit this. So as you can see, it automatically put me in the Shape Format tab, which will appear when you insert a shape. And if I click in on this little button right here, this is Shape Outline. We can do a sketched outline. So we could select any of these. And if I go back to that, we also have the option to find a perfect color match. So click that arrow again, more outlined colors, and you can go through any of these. By default, this is going to be on Apple. So you'll see just basic colors. But if we switch it to web safe colors, here you have the little hex code is what it's called, and you can search for it or you can just scroll and select. So that's a unique little feature that you now have. And quick side note, if you are making edits to anything that you've inserted into your document, you have to have it selected and then this will pull up and you'll have all these different options. So next we're gonna head over to Excel and we're gonna show you guys some examples of the new functions that have been added. All right, so we're here in Excel and we have the new functions. I'll put them on the screen right here. And the first one we'll go over is XLOOKUP. So if you look here at the function I have entered, we start with XLOOKUP function itself. And in this case, I want to find the order amount and whether or not Jason is a returning customer. So this cell is going to have our lookup value. And this cell is where we're going to enter the function so that we can find our order amount. And then this cell will find our returning customer. So I'm going to click on this cell, =, XLOOKUP, which you can just click it if you don't want to type it. And the lookup value is Jason. So that is cell G3. So we'll type G3. And then we have a lookup array and a return array. So the lookup array is telling Excel where are they going to find the value Jason. So we could either type the range or it's really easy if you just click and drag. And we'll select all the values underneath the name column here. Press comma again, spacebar. And this is now looking for the return array. And so for the order amount, we want it to select values from this column. So So I'll click and drag down on C, and then I'm gonna press enter. So as you can see with JSON, the order amount is 450. And if we confirm over here, under JSON, it is 450. So we're gonna do the exact same thing, except the range is gonna be the D column because we want the yes or no value at this point. So equals XLOOKUP, and then JSON is again G3, comma, lookup array, which is also B, comma, space, and then we want it to search the D column, so we'll select all these values, and we'll press enter. So now this is telling us that Jason spent $450 and he is not a returning customer. Now this can help you if you have a very large spreadsheet or you have a lot of information to look through and really speed up your workflow. Now we're going to show an example of the new dynamic arrays. So we'll use sort for this example if I want to see the lowest value to highest value in the order amounts. So with the cell selected, I'm going to enter equals and sort. Click that. And then I'm going to grab all of the numbers right here. And then the value of lowest to highest or ascending is just the value 1. And I'll press enter. And now you can see the values are lowest to highest in this column here. Now I'll show you guys one more example of a function called XMATCH. So this is going to tell me what position the value I'm searching for is currently in. So if I type equals XMATCH, and let's say I want to know where the value 425 is. So the lookup value is 425. And then comma, and we're going to select our amount range, and then we'll press enter. And what this means is that of the data set that we selected, the 425 value is in the 6th row. So if we count from row 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can see that's here. And so this can definitely save you time as well. Now we're going to quickly go through PowerPoint and what changes we can find in here. So we have a new and improved record slideshow. So we're going to navigate to the slideshow tab, and you can see I have a record slideshow button here. Now if I press that, it's going to request permission for a camera and microphone, and we'll press OK. Now you have some general settings before you start. You can select different tools, whether or not you want video, whether or not you want audio, but all we need to do is press this little record button here, and we press this, and then we can talk, and we can also use these little tools to draw and point things out. And this is all going to be recorded and we can play it back. So if I press record, right here I would be covering the 10 steps to cinematic composition. We click into the next slide, and I can grab this pen tool right here and I can point to certain things or do whatever I need to best get my presentation across. And when you're done, you simply press the stop button. And I have autosave on, so if I exit out of this at this point, it's going to save my recording. And simply by playing my slideshow, it's going to show and visually represent everything that I just did. It's a very neat and useful feature. Now we also have accessibility here within PowerPoint, and there's a couple things that you can do in here that you might find useful. So if I just click check accessibility, it'd be the same thing as Word, where it's going to look through the text and suggest certain improvements that I can make. If I hover over the drop-down arrow and go to selection pane, I can change and rearrange the elements and in what order they reveal. So if you made a mistake far along in your PowerPoint, definitely head over to the selection pane here within the accessibility, and that can definitely save you some time. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. And again, if you wanna check out Microsoft Office, check out Indigo software. All the links will be in the description below. So we'll see you guys in the next video.